Hi, I'm Michelle Assaf. I work as a director, choreographer, and as a teacher at the Broadway Dance Center in New York City. Today, I'm going to introduce you to a technique of stretching that has changed and elongated my career, as well as the career of many dancers I've trained nationally and internationally. It's called active isolated flexibility. I was trained by Jim and Phil Wharton, who are with us here today, live at Broadway Dance Center. The first stretch is a pelvic tilt. You're going to contract your lower abs and using the hip flexor, lift the knee to the chest, exhale 2 seconds and release it. And repeat, exhale 2 seconds and release it. The foot is in neutral position, not pointed, not flexed. And release. You'll repeat the same thing on the left leg. And then, again with the right leg, you're going to clear the rib cage. So open the knee side of the chest slightly and take it down so you have further range of motion. Release it and down. And then both legs lifting up, exhale 2 seconds and release it. Again, using those lower abs, exhale and release it. And then we'll take it a little further and roll through the spine, control it on the way down. Watch that both legs are symmetrical on the way up and on the way down. Inhale and exhale. And release it. And then the last stretch, both legs together. Again, you're going to clear the rib cage, pull it down, and release it. And exhale, and release it. The first stretch with the rope is the bent knee hamstring. So when you use this rope, we're going to put it around the bottom of your foot. Always even out the end of the rope, and we'll start with the bent knee. Put your left hand on the quadricep. That's the muscle that's actually tightening in order to relax the hamstring, which we're stretching. So I'm going to straighten the leg, tightening the quadricep. Just feel that muscle work before even pulling on the rope, and then release it. Each time I'm going to bring the angle slightly closer to my chest, and I'm going to assist slightly with that right hand and release it. So again, tighten the quadricep, and assist and release it. And one more time, tightening the quad, extend it and stretch it. Again, the foot's in a neutral position and let it go. Then you're going to take the leg back to 90 and you're going to rotate the foot in. So the leg is still parallel in the hip. The foot is rotated in or sickled for the second stretch. And then we're going to change the angle and actually bevel the ankle. When it's sickled, you're going to feel the stretch more on the outside, and when it's beveled, you're going to feel the stretch more on the inside. Bend the knee, tighten the quadricep, assist, and release. And knee goes closer to the chest, assist, stretch, and release. Each time the quad has to tighten in order to relax my hamstring and stretch it. Then we'll do the same thing, but with a beveled ankle. So I'm going to tighten the quad and release it. Each time trying to get that range of motion a little further and release it. Exhaling and release it. Remember, assisting doesn't mean pulling or tugging on that rope, but you are actively assisting, which means one muscle's working to relax the opposing muscle, and then you only assist at the end of the stretch. It should actually look as if I'm not even pulling on the rope because the muscle's what's doing the work. So bend the knee, you tighten the quad, and only at the end do I assist. I'm not yanking on that rope. The next stretch is a straight leg hamstring. So again, using your lower abs, the hip flexor, you're going to tighten the quad. I'm lifting the leg, I'm walking my hands up the rope, stretching it for 2 seconds, and allowing that rope to slide through my hands and release it to the table, relaxing the quad in between. So each time you want to activate the muscle, lift the leg. So I'm lifting the leg without using the rope, only at the end I assist, exhaling, and allow it to slide through. When we do resistance work, you're going to do the exact same thing, lift the leg up, walk your hands up the rope, stretch it. Now at the end of it, I want you to hold on to the rope and resist the leg resist the leg from going to the floor, walking it down. So you're actively using the muscle that you had just stretched, contracting that muscle that we just stretched. So one more time, you're lifting your leg up, walking up the rope, exhale 2 seconds, and now resist it on the way down to do a little strengthening work right where the hamstring attaches to the glute. Now we're going to take the rope and wrap it around the inside of the ankle. You're going to hold the rope in the right hand, and the left hand is going to go on the outside of that right leg. I want you to rotate the leg in, assist and stretch by pulling with the right hand and pushing with the left, and relax. Rotate, exhale 2 seconds, and release, rotate, exhale. Now staying in that position, we're going to go back into the hamstring stretch. So release it to the floor. Again, tighten that quadricep. Walk your hands up the rope, assisting only on the end of the stretch, and release it. You want to keep the turn in the entire way up and the entire way down. Use the lower abs, exhale, and release. We'll do the same resistance work with this exercise. So lift it all the way up, exhale 2 seconds, and now resist on the way down. You're recruiting blood right back into that glute and hamstring, the muscle we just stretched. The third stretch for the hamstring, you're going to take the rope around the outside of the ankle this time and hold that rope in the left hand. The right hand goes on the inner thigh. You're going to rotate the leg out and assist and relax it. Rotate out and muscularly moving the leg and then assisting and releasing. And one more time, exhale. Now you're going to keep that turn out. Again, release it to the floor. Lift it all the way up, exhale, and release. Watch that at the top of the stretch, you don't let that leg turn in order to get more extension, but keep the rotation out. Exhale and release. And one more time, we're going to do the resistance work. So you're going to stretch it. Now you're going to hold the rope and assist, walking the hands down the rope, resisting all the way, full range of motion until you release it. Now we're going to do the adductor stretch. You're going to take the rope and put it again around the bottom of your foot, evening out the ends of the rope. Take the rope and this time wrap it around the inside of that right leg. You're going to hold the rope with the left hand, and the right hand is going to slide down the rope all the way to the ankle in order to assist during the exercise. So keeping that leg rotated in, drop it all the way to the floor. Imagine that it's the hand on a clock and your leg is at 6 o'clock. Leading with the heel and using your abductor, you're going to take that leg side and assist with that right hand, exhaling, and come back to 6 o'clock. And take it side, exhale. You're trying to get it to 9 o'clock and release it. And one more time, keep the rotation in, stretching it, and release it. Now we're going to rotate the leg out slightly, 1/4 of an inch. Again, we're going to lift the leg and using that left hand over the head, assist with the right hand. Now we're back into that hamstring and bring it back down as if you're doing a battement in second position. So rotate out, lengthen, and stretch 2 seconds, feeling that left side of the back on the floor. And then the last stretch, we're going back to the groin, second position. Think of pressing that arm on the inner thigh towards the floor and come back to a neutral position. You can change the angle of the leg from slightly parallel, a little more rotation, or a little more rotation, whatever you need to feel the stretch. Now we're going to work on the abductors or abductors. You're going to take the rope, again around the bottom of that right foot. Even out the end of the rope. This time the rope is going to go around the outside of the right foot. And I want you to lift up that left leg and internally rotate it or turn it in. You're going to drop that left leg on the diagonal towards the right side of your body in order to stabilize that hip from rolling out. And then go ahead and release the right leg turned out. Using your inner thigh muscle or the adductor that we just used, you're going to cross the midline, assist with that left hand pulling on the rope, and release it back to a neutral position. Inhale as you exhale, stretch it 2 seconds, and release it. Again, you want to keep it externally rotated or turned out. You're trying to keep that right hip into the floor and release. The next stretch is a quadriceps stretch. If you have a towel, you might want to take it and roll it up in order to put it on the mat in order to protect your neck and give it cushioning, or you could use a dance bag, or you could use your coat, or whatever you came into the class with. So you're going to lay on your side. Take the right hand, the back of the hand is on the floor. You're going to take your right foot and put it into your hand. If you can't grab the foot, you can go ahead and just hold on to your ankle. The left hand is going to take the top of the left foot. Both knees are bent and the head is just relaxed down. Using the hamstring and the glute, I'm going to push that left leg back behind me and then relax it. So contracting the glute and the hamstring, take the leg back and release it. Now the left hand is going to come on top of the foot as I exhale. 2 seconds to stretch it and let it go. Again, exhale, holding the stomach to support the lower back and release it. You want to make sure that that knee stays parallel to the floor and not rolled up. So keep that hip forward, squeeze the glute and release. Always also make sure that you don't arch your back and let your head go. So everything is contracted in the stomach, the glute and the hamstring. Relax the quad, the hip flexor and release it. Some people might find that that angle is difficult for them. So you can always use the rope by putting it around the bottom of your foot in order to stabilize that leg. And then again, take the leg back and release it, taking it further each time. Exhale and release it. So some of you might have trouble with the leg that we're actually stretching. If you have any knee trouble, you might want to take the rope and wrap it around your ankle. And instead of now being at a tight angle, you can open up that leg a bit. And now again, using the glute and the hamstring, assist with the hand and release it. Full range of motion each time. And assist and release. From there, once that leg is at the extended position, the next step, you're going to take your heel to your glute, stretching it and relax it. And stretch it and relax it. Once you have that range of motion, you can then try to take the top of the foot, now that you've opened up the hip flexor and the quad, and take it back and release. Exhale, take it back and release. Normal range of motion at the extended position is a straight line from your shoulder to your knee. So as I take that leg back, I want to try to get it all the way back in line with my shoulder and let it go. Good luck. The next stretch is the hip rotators. So I want to take your leg to a 90-degree angle. Again, the foot's in a neutral position. The knee rotates out, the foot rotates in, and it comes back to center. Again, rotate and release. Now with the right hand, palm is on the thigh. You're going to assist to twist that leg and release. The left hand goes over top of the shin. Push right, pull left, and relax. Exhale, and relax. Make sure always using that inner thigh, rotate and release. Then I want you to lift your head off the floor and contract the abdominals. Take the left hand underneath your heel. I want you to change the angle of that leg. So you're actually trying to drop the thigh to the floor. You're going to feel this more in the front of the hip. Squeeze the glutes and release. Exhale. Now I want you to relax your head to the floor again. Take that left hand and cross it on top of your shin. And now we're going to take the right knee and cross the midline, so you're going to feel the stretch more on the outer side of the glute. The more you cross it over, the deeper you're going to feel that stretch. Make sure you're pushing more with the right hand than you're pulling with the left. You don't want to put any pressure on the outside of that knee. So really assist with that right hand, exhaling each time, and release. This is something that dancers really need because we've turned out our whole lives. So lift your leg back up to that 90-degree angle. I want you to put your left hand on the outside of the thigh, and the right hand is going to go behind the thigh. You're going to rotate the knee in, the foot out, and come back to center. Exhale, and release. You're trying to get a 90-degree angle with that leg. 90 degrees, rotate and release. Make sure that you don't actually pull on the calf because I don't want you to strain the inside of your knee. So get used to using your arms and release. Exhale, shh, and release. Now we're going to work on the glute stretch. So you're going to take that right leg and you're going to rotate it out. I want you to put the right hand on the outside of the right thigh. Again, that left hand is going over the top of the shin. Inhale. As you exhale, you're going to use the inner thigh. Draw that leg across the midline and release. Exhaling, shh, and release. You're thinking of bringing the right knee diagonally across to your left shoulder. Exhale and release. In order to get a deeper stretch, I want you to extend your left leg and again turn it in slightly. Again, draw that right knee across the body and relax it. Exhale, shh, and release it. The trunk rotators, you're going to take that rope, again placing it on the bottom of the foot. Even out the ends of the rope. Take it around the outside of the ankle as we used the rope earlier, and lift that left leg up, again, internally rotated. Drop it on the diagonal to the right side of your body, and then release that left leg supporting with the stomach. Using the inner thigh, I'm drawing the right knee, again, diagonally across to my left shoulder. Exhaling, shh, and release it and relax. Tighten the quad, use the inner thigh. Exhale, shh, and release it. Again, that foot is in a neutral position. We haven't stretched the calf yet, so I don't want you to point the foot or flex the foot, so you're not going to get any strain there. Exhale and relax. You're going to feel this all the way from the glute into the back of the knee and release it. Now we're going to work on the medial hip rotators. So take the right foot and cross it across that left thigh. Squeezing your glute, you're going to exhale, use the right hand to assist at the end of the stretch and release it. Exhale, shh, and release it. I want you, for the first part of this exercise, lean back on that left arm a little. Squeeze, exhale, and release. Squeeze the glute, exhale, and release. Now sit as far forward as you can with a straight back. Relax your shoulders. Abs are lifted and contracted. Squeeze the glute, press down, and relax. Squeeze, exhale, shh, and release. Now we're going to do resistance work all the way up. So resist it, resist it, resist it, full range of motion, and relax it. Squeeze, assist it, resist it, and release it. For the third part of this stretch, we're going to go back down onto the table. So bend the knee, use the stomach to protect the lower back and roll through your spine. Go ahead and extend that left leg. Again, you're going to squeeze your glute, use the right hand to assist, and release. Exhale, shh, and release. To get off the table or off the floor, you're going to hold the stomach, roll over to your side, and push yourself up. If you feel any pain with that ankle crossing the thigh, you can take your towel and put it across the thigh and then cross the leg so you have a little cushioning. The piriformis, which is a small muscle under the glute but does a lot of work for dancers. You're going to take the rope, again, place it on the bottom of the foot. You want to internally rotate that left leg and drop it again towards the right side of the body to stabilize the hip. You're going to use that inner thigh muscle. Grab the rope up high. You can either hold on to a chair if you're at home, or the table, or a friend's arm, or just keep your arm in second. Using the inner thigh, you're going to reach that leg towards the floor, assist with the left hand, exhaling 2 seconds. Bring it all the way up and allow the rope to slide through the hand, release it to the floor. So lift it up. Don't wrap the rope around, twisting it. You just want to let go of the rope, grab up high. As you exhale, you can let the rope slide through your hand. You're stretching it. You'll feel this on the outside of the hip, all the way into the lower back of the knee, and release it. If you're feeling this on the inner thigh rather than the outer thigh, you might want to change the angle of the leg. So instead of a 90-degree angle, try it at a 45-degree angle and bring it across the midline. And again there, if you're still feeling it on the inner thigh, You can try to rotate the leg out slightly and then bring it across. Everybody's body is different, so try to find a place in your body that allows you to feel it on the outside and not the inside. For the next exercise, we're going to actually make a slip knot in the rope. So take the rope and wrap it around, draw it through, and pull. Now you have a loop for the next exercise. The psoas stretch. I want you to take your slip knot and put it around the back of that right foot or ankle. You're going to take the left leg in front of you to a little more than a 90-degree angle so that when we lunge forward, your knee is directly over your heel. I don't want you to get in a position where the heel comes off the floor. So in order to do this stretch, I want you to squeeze the glutes, lift that foot off the floor slightly, the right foot, contracting the hamstring, lunge forward, and release it. So inhale as you exhale, squeeze the glute and the hamstring, take it forward. You can assist pulling with that right leg to get a deeper, right hand to get a deeper stretch and release it. Again, inhale, exhale, and release it. Back extensor stretch. I want you to bring your heels close to your glutes. You're going to lift your stomach. You're going to tuck your chin. You're going to contract the abdominals around the spine. Open the legs wide enough to bring your shoulders through and come up. So inhale as you exhale. Pull yourself through and come up. I tell my students to try to kiss their belly button on the way down and then put the top of the head on the floor and bring it back up, going a little further each time. And exhale, and up. I'm using my hands to assist pulling on my calf or ankles. The thoracic lumbar rotator. Take the hands behind your head, sitting up straight. Shoulders are relaxed. You're going to spiral to the right, leading with the elbow, the eyes, the chin, and release. Take that left hand across. Exhale, assisted by pushing against the right leg and let it go. Exhale, hold 2 seconds each stretch and release it. The minute you feel that contraction, you want to let it go and release it, going slightly further each time. Exhale and release it. Then go ahead and extend that left leg. You're going to rotate now. Try to drop your left shoulder to the floor. Draw a line on the ceiling with the right elbow. Bring it all the way up, keeping that rotation, and relax. So spiral. Exhale, release the neck, side contraction, using the obliques. Bring it up and release it. One more time. Again, think of a lift and then contract. Exhale, and up and release it. So now we're going to do the soleus stretch. I want you to flex the foot, both hands underneath, stretching the calf 2 seconds, release and relax. Flex and stretch, release and relax. We'll do that 8 times. And then I want you to rotate the foot in. You're going to feel the stretch on the outside and release, stretch on the outside and release. And then you're going to do the reverse, stretching on the inside and release, and the inside and release. Now you're going to bring the heel closer to your glute, closer to the butt. The hand again goes underneath. This is going to stretch the Achilles tendon. You might not feel it, but don't worry, you're going to still be pumping the blood and oxygen into that area. Flex the foot and stretch and relax. Again, a 2-second hold and release, and flex and release. The third stretch, I want you to take the rope and put it around the ball of your foot. Sitting up straight, stomachs are lifted, flex and contract that quad, flex the foot. You're going to stretch 2 seconds, relax it and point. And flex, always contracting that quadricep, flex. Now I want you to walk yourself forward. As you walk forward, if you can grab your foot and don't need that rope, go ahead and let go of the rope. Otherwise, keep the rope. At the bottom, you want to drop the head, flex and relax. Tighten the quad, flex, exhale, and release. From there, we're gonna actually rotate that foot in, stretching the outside, and release, and stretching the inside. Again, the head and neck is totally relaxed. Exhale, and release, and exhale, and release. Now we're going to stretch the tibialis anterior. So you're going to take the arm underneath the leg. If this is difficult for you, you can hold it like this, or you can just cross the leg. So most dancers like this position. I want you to go ahead and point the foot. The hand is flat, the thumb goes underneath, and the fingers on top. Point and stretch it and relax. Point, stretch, and relax. Don't stretch the toes. Your hand is on the instep. Stretch and release, and stretch and release. Then we're going to rotate to stretch the outside and relax. Stretch the outside and relax, and do the same. Stretching the inside, release, and stretch and relax. Now we're going to stretch the inverters and the everters, or sickling and beveling in dancer terms. So go forward, put your right hand on top of the right foot, and the left hand goes underneath the heel. I'm going to rotate the foot in, I'm going to stretch it and release. Try to check out what's on the bottom of your foot, as if you were reading a newspaper. Read the bottom of your foot and bring it back. Now reverse it, you're going to stretch the outside, actually stretching the inside, but rotating to the outside, and release, and rotate, and release. Now we're going to work on the supinators and the pronators. I know these all seem the same, but they're different parts of your feet. So I want you to stabilize the ankle with your right hand, and then just from the toes, think of rotating in and release, and rotating in and release, and again in and release. And do the same, rotating out and release, and out and release, and out and release. Now we're going to warm up our toes. So I want you to put your fingers right under the bed of the foot, the bed of the toes, and wrap the toes around it as if you were a bird trying to squeeze a branch as hard as you can. Make sure all 5 toes are working the same amount. You should feel the joints of the 5 toes popping up on the top of your foot. After you do that, you're going to take your thumbs and assist and stretch. So stretch it down and release. Contract, stretch, and release. If you find that your first and second toe are crossing, you can go ahead and put your thumb in there to help that alignment, and stretch it and release it, and stretch it and release it. From there, I want you to spread the toes so there's space between all 5 toes, and stretch it back and release. And I'm pushing down with my thumbs, pulling up with my fingers, push down, release, and release. So I want you to imagine you have something very heavy underneath your feet. I want you to take all 5 toes. I want you to pick it up off the table and release it down. Pick it up and release it down. Then we're going to pick it up, we're going to turn it out, and we're going to bring it all the way in. Full circles, out and in and out and in. Then we're going to reverse in and out. Make sure you're not moving the knees or the hips. And in and out and release. Now we're going to stretch the upper body. I'm going to show you 2 or 3 of each of the stretches, and then we'll do it in the class. So you're going to plie, hold the stomach as you exhale. You're opening up the front of the chest, and release. Exhale, shh, and release. Exhale, shh, and release. And then change the angles of the arms. So they're going to go a little lower to 90, and then even to 45. The next stretch, we're going to take both arms back, all the way up, and release. Think of squeezing your shoulder blades together, and plie, release. Hold the stomach to support that lower back, and release. From there, you're going to take the arms at a 90-degree angle as if you were a hanger. I want you to keep the elbows forward, take the wrists back, and release. Again, plie slightly, and support your lower back, holding your stomach, and release. Now reverse it, press it back, and release it. Exhale and release, and exhale and let it go. Now I want you to bring the arm across the body with the left hand above the elbow. You're stretching the back of the shoulder, and release it. Exhale, shh, and release it. Keep that right shoulder down, and let it go. You're gonna do the same thing, but with a bent elbow now. Draw it up the body, stretch, and release. Exhale, stretch, and release. Draw the arm up the body, exhale, and release. The next one, contracting the bicep to stretch the tricep. You're gonna take it back 2 seconds and let it go. Exhale, and release, and exhale, and release. Now you're taking the palm parallel, rotate it in, and release. And take it behind you, and release. You're locking out that elbow. Now the palm is gonna face front for a few, and then you rotate the palm out and release it. And the last one, it's gonna cross. You're gonna stretch it over and let it go. Cross behind the neck, straight elbow, and release it. Now we have a series of neck stretches. I want you to drop your head sideways with the opposite hand, assist, and release. It's actually the same hand. Drop your head sideways, assist, and relax. And exhale, and relax. And now take it to the left, assist with the left hand, and release. And exhale, and release. The next one, you're gonna rotate that head to a 45-degree angle. Imagine you have water in that right ear. Drop the water in front of the right shoulder and bring it up. Assist with the right hand and release each time. Exhale and release. Then we'll rotate to the other side. Drop water out of your left ear, assisting with the left hand, and released, always supporting your lower back by holding the abs. And exhale and release. Keep the head on that angle, and now you're gonna stretch back. You're gonna feel this into the collarbone on the left side. Assisting with the right hand, shoulders are relaxed. Exhale and release, and now you're gonna reverse it. Take it to the opposite side. Sometimes you'll get natural adjustments, so you don't need to go to a chiropractor. You'll get it right here. Exhale and release. The next one, you're gonna tuck the chin, assist with the hands, easy behind the back of the head, and release. You can bend your knees slightly, and again, support the lower abs. Tighten the lower abs to support your lower back. Now we're gonna do a retraction or posterior glide of the head. So you go, think of pulling your chin back or your neck, your head between your shoulders, and then lift the head back, assist, and release it. So you're pulling it back first, then take it back, assist, and release it. The last one, you're gonna rotate the head to the side. With the left hand, you're assisting. That right hand is only showing you the direction you're trying to move in. And release, easy exhale, and release, and then reverse it. Exhale, and release, shoulders stay relaxed. Exhale, and release, and exhale, and release. And then you can do easy half circles to the right, and release to the left, and easy to the right, and release, and then we're gonna take it to the back. Think of lifting it up, and back to the other side, and release. One more time, and release, and last one, and release. Let's go do it with the class.
Basically, the principles of the technique are very simple. What we're looking at now is how muscles work, how the body's designed. What I mean by that is there's a pair of muscles across each joint. The agonist works, the antagonist relaxes. If we use those simple principles of how the body functions and apply that to a warm-up program, a flexibility program, we really have learned that the joints get more flexible, we get more circulation, we prepare the muscle with oxygen delivery in there, so we reduce injury risk, we prepare the muscle for activity, and it works much better than the traditional static stretching that we've been used to for so many years. The basic principles are we only hold the position 1 to 2 seconds. We do 8 to 10 repetitions. We exhale during the work phase, delivering oxygen in with the blood, and we repeat that movement in isolation. The key is isolation.
Everybody is trying to get the edge, and I think that's the key here, is that for so many years this has been a secret. From Olympic athletes to dancers like Baryshnikov, Nureyev at their peak, all these Broadway stars, they're all trying to get that circulatory response. As Jim said, blood and oxygen into the joints. What we've seen is recovery, being able to repeat that action again and again and again.
Dance has a high rate of injury in medical statistics. And one of the things we've learned is that an injury is really a mistake in your training program. But an injury can be prevented. And this is the exciting news that I think that what we're doing here today is bringing to the dancer, that if you tune into the muscles through a flexibility program and really understand the relationships between them to keep them balanced, and even though we may be externally rotated more and not internally rotated much at all in dance, knowing why muscles are restricted in some ways in relation to repetitive movements, then we can stay a little bit ahead of that game of a potential injury. And when we see a performer, a dancer, we always just assume they have perfect balance because they're in the dance moment, and they are. But we don't realize until we really break it down in a clinical setting that there's a lot of compensations going on if they can't quite get there with the muscles that they want to get there. Remember when we work with Judith Jamison, Judith would say, Jim, I can get the leg up there.
That's right.
Maybe not the way you want me to do it with the muscles you want me to do it with, but I'll get it there. And what happens is, over time, duration and intensity, certain muscles come out of balance, and we set up a situation for an injury. And this is what the video is about, is to prevent that kind of a thing from happening and maintain and restore the balance.
In a simple and easy way that you can do at home.
Good morning. How are you guys doing?
Morning, we're doing good.
It's bright and early. I'm glad you could all make it. Okay, we're going to start with the active isolated stretching or flexibility. So let's lay on our backs. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale out, think of pressing your stomach into the floor. Lower back is on the floor. So think of a balloon. As you inhale, fill it up with air. As you exhale, let the air out. Shoulders are relaxed. Deep breath in. As you exhale out, take the right knee to the chest and release it. And 2, exhale and release it. Keep the foot in a neutral position. Breathe and release the hands. And 4 and release it. Now we're going to switch to the left leg. Easy. Exhale 1 and release it. The leg stays parallel. And 2, exhale and release. Easy. 3 and let it go. And 1 more time, and contracting the lower abs, using the hip flexor to lift the leg. Now the right leg again, opening its side of the rib cage. And 2, take it a little further and release it. Again, each time take that knee towards the floor 1 centimeter further. And last time, exhale and release. Now let's go to the left leg, and lower abs contracted and release it. Right leg stays parallel to feel the alignment on the right side of your body and release. Easy. 3 and release it. Last one, 4 and let it go. Now you're going to use the lower abs and the hip flexors, both legs. Exhale and release it, controlling it on the way down. And 2, watch that both legs are symmetrical. That means the feet are evenly apart. And 4, exhale. Now I want you to roll through the spine, taking it a little further. And control it on the way down, using the back of the hands. And release, trying to roll down evenly on both sides of your back. And last one. Good. Now we're going to open both knees, side of the chest, reach it down, and release, keeping that lower back on the floor. and release. And 3, release. And last one, 4, and let it go. Good work. Now we're going to take the rope and we're going to go into the hamstring stretch. So put the rope around the bottom of the foot and even out the ends of the rope. Bend the knee, bent leg extension. Tighten the quadricep, relaxing the hamstring, and release it. And again, tighten the quad. Now assist with that right hand, and release. Make sure you don't push back into your knee, but keep that knee at a place where you can extend it, like the hinge on a door, and release. And 2 more, lengthen, trying to take it closer to your chest. And last one, extend it. Now bring it back to 90 and sickle the foot. Bend the knee. And extend it. The leg is parallel in the hip. It's only the foot that is sickled. You're going to feel this more on the outside, and release. And lengthen. And let it go. One more time, and lengthen. And bring it back. Now I want you to bevel the ankle. And lengthen. Feel this on the inside now. Tightening the quad and release it. And 2, lengthen. And release. Exhaling each time. Shh, don't rush. And release. You're holding that contraction for 2 seconds. And 4. And let it go. Good job. Let's take the left leg. Goes around the bottom of the foot, even out that rope, and bend the knee. So first you want to tighten the quad, relax the hamstring, feeling the muscle work, and let it go. Again, tighten and assist, and release. The minute you feel that contraction, you're going to let it go and let the blood flow go back into the muscle you just stretched. Again, exhale, release, and lengthen, exhale, and release. 2 more, and lengthen, exhale, and release. Last time, lengthen, good, and bring it back to 90, sickle the foot, bend the knee, tighten the quad, lengthen, and release. Easy on the exhale. Keep the shoulders relaxed into the floor. Lengthen, release it, and last one, take it up, bring it back to 90. Now you want to bevel the ankle, bend the knee, tighten the quad. You'll feel this on the inside, and release. Change the angle closer to the chest, and release. Again, exhale, and release. That right side stays parallel, and exhale, and let it go. Now we're going to take that rope back on the right leg. We're going to go into the straight leg hamstring. So drop that leg all the way to the floor. Keep your lower back on the floor. Again, supporting with the lower abs. Using the hip flexor, tighten the quad, lift your leg. Walk the hand up the rope. Exhale and release. You want your foot in a neutral position. We're isolating only the hamstring. We're not stretching the calf. So don't flex and don't point. Again, exhale, walk the hands up, quad is tight, and release. And one more, exhale. Now we're going to do a little resistance work. So at the top of the stretch, we're going to hold it. Now you're going to hold it, resist all the way down, full range of motion, resist. So you're actually contracting the hamstring and the glute, the muscle you just stretched, to bring the blood flow back into the area. And resist. The hips stay square, stomach is in, shoulders are relaxed. And again, all the way up, exhale, and resist. And last one, all the way up, exhale, and resist. Good job. And switch legs. How are we doing? All right. So straight leg with that left leg. All the way up, exhale. Your own range of motion, don't force it. You're only assisting a little, actively using the muscle to lift that leg. It shouldn't show when you're actually pulling on the rope. It should look as you're lifting that leg on your own. And one more time, exhale, and release. Now we're gonna resist, all the way up. Exhale, feel that stretch. Now resist, walk the hands down, contracting the hamstring and glute, and relax. And tighten the quad, and resist. 2, 3, 4, and down. And 2 more, take it all the way up. Exhale. Good work, guys. And resist. 2, 3, 4, and down. And last one, easy. Shh. And resist. 2, 3, 4, and release. Beautiful. Let's go back to the right foot. Now you're going to take the rope around the inside of the right foot. You're going to hold the rope with the right hand. The left hand is on the outside of the thigh to straight leg. Rotate it internally and release. And 2, release. Pulling with the right and help to twist with the left. Again, exhale, release. Exhale, release. 2 more, exhale, release. Now keep that internal rotation and drop it to the floor. Back into the hamstring, internally rotated stretch, release. Control it on the way down. And up, release. Easy. And lengthen up. Keep your hips square. It's turned in all the way up and all the way down. And one more time. And release. Now we're going to resist on the way down. All the way up, stretch it. Now resist. 2, 3, 4, and down. Again, all the way up. Exhale. And resist. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2 more. Lengthen, exhale. Visualize where you want that leg to go and put it there. And resist. 2, 3, 4, and down. Last one. Up. And easy, resist. 2, 3, 4, and down. Beautiful. Let's go to the left leg. Around the bottom of the foot, around the inside of that left leg. Left hand holds the rope. Right hand is crossed over. Rotate in, release. Rotate. You'll feel this right in that hip. Rotate in, release. I'm assisting by pulling with the left and pushing with the right. And twist, release. Exhale, release. 2 more. And last one, easy. And release it down. Now lift it all the way up. Exhale. Release. You really want to keep that turn in, so don't let it start going parallel or turn out in order to get more extension. Exhale. And one more exhale. And release it. Good work. Now I want you to resist on the way down. Exhale. And resist. Keep that rotation in. And let it go. And again, exhale. And resist. 2 more, all the way up. Take it a little further. And resist. Shoulders are relaxed. Use the lower abs. Last time, up. You're getting there. And resist. Good work. Switch legs. Still on the hamstring. Now we're going to externally rotate in the hip. So it goes around the outside of that right leg. The left hand holds the rope. Rotate out and release. Rotate and release. Exhale, release. Exhale. Try to feel the left side, the back into the floor, the left hip into the floor. Rotate. Last one. Now keep the rotation. Drop that leg to the floor. Now lifting it up, keeping it turned out. Walk it up and slide it down. And exhale and release it. Again, that foot is in a neutral position. Don't point and don't flex. I don't want you to stress out the calf. And release. And one more. Exhale and release. Now you're going to resist on the way down. Take it all the way up and resist. 2, 3, 4, and down. And all the way up. Don't let it turn in order to get more height. Keep that rotation. Resist. 2, 3. You're really working for placement here. The flexibility will come, but work for the placement. Easy resist. 2, 3, and last one. Take it all the way up. Exhale and resist. 2, 3, 4, and down. Good work. Let's go to that left leg. Bottom of the left foot and around the outside, around the ankle, not around your calf. The right hand holds the rope, the left hand assists. Twist and relax. And rotate and relax. Hold the rope in the right hand and twist the leg with the left hand. Good work, guys. Exhale, release. Exhale, couple more, relaxing that hip joint. And last one, release it down to the floor. And all the way up, exhale, and release. You might find one side tighter than the other side. The more you do this work, the more you'll balance those muscles. And release. And exhale. Most dancers tend to be one-sided. That means you usually stand on the right leg and turn to the left or the reverse. This will actually balance your muscles, so all the technique of turning and jumping will finally stabilize. And last one, and release. Now we're going to resist on the way down. So stretch and resist. 2, 3, 4, and relax. Tighten that quad using the inner thigh. Exhale and resist. 2, 3, 4, and release. And again, tighten the quad. Resist. 2, 3, 4, and let it go. And last one. Good work, guys. Resist. 3, 4, and release. All right, we're done with the hamstrings. You should feel warm now. Now even out the rope. Take it around the inside of the right leg. Around your ankle. The left hand is holding the rope. The right hand is going to slide along that rope in order to assist. I want you to internally rotate the leg or turn it in from the hip. Drop that leg down to the floor. Imagine your hand on the clock. It's at 6 o'clock. Take it out to 9 o'clock. The heel leads. It's completely turned in. And release. 2. You want to keep that knee locked out. You're going to feel that in the inner thigh and in the groin. This is the adductor stretch, AD. And release. And exhale. And release. Easy. 3 more. Exhale. Keeping that turn in. And 2 more. Last one. Normal range of motion is at 90-degree angle from your body. Now I want you to slightly rotate out for the hip and go back to the hamstring. Take that left hand over your head. This is a stretch for dancers. It's like doing a battement à la seconde and release to parallel. Rotate out parallel and exhale. Assist on the end with the right hand and release it. Now I want you to resist on the way down. Now hold that rope and resist. Resist. You're going to feel that inner thigh hamstring working and let it go. And last one all the way up and resist it. Keep that left hip into the floor and let it go. Let's go to 90 degrees. Take the right arm on the inner thigh, stretching, pressing the leg to the floor and release. Change the angle of the leg and the hip. So it goes from a 45-degree rotation and then take it to 65-degree rotation And then you can take it to a 90-degree rotation. And if some of you have more mobility, you can take it even a little further. And switch legs. Rope goes around the bottom of the foot and around the inside of that left ankle. Right hand holds the rope, left hand does the work. Internally rotate that left leg, drop it to the floor. Feel your lower back into the floor. The heel leads, drive that leg side. Now you're trying to go to 3 o'clock on the clock and come back to 6. And exhale. And release. That leg might come off the floor a little, but that's okay. Just try to keep that knee locked out. And release. Exhale. As you do this, try to keep that right shoulder down. Don't let it ride up. And exhale. And last one, all the way up. Now you're going to rotate that leg out. We're going back into the hamstring. The right hand goes over the head. I'm lifting that leg only at the end of the stretch. I lift with the left hand and I bring it back down. So I'm going from 6 o'clock all the way to 12 o'clock and back down. Now we're going to resist. Take it all the way up. Exhale. Now resist, resist, resist. You'll feel it on the inner thigh, the hamstring, and let it go. And all the way up, stretch it and resist it. You want to keep your head down on the mat, most of this, so you don't stress out your neck. And let it go. Let's go just to 90. Hand on the inner thigh, press it to the floor and relax. And changing the angle of that leg and the hip joint, stretch and relax. 2 more. Exhale. You'll feel this in the groin. The hand is above the knee, not below the knee. You don't want to stress out that knee joint. And let it go. Good work, guys. Are you with me? Yes. All righty. Let's take the rope, even it out around the outside of the right leg. Turn it out. Turn in your left leg. So you're externally rotating the right leg, internally rotating the left leg. Drop that left leg across the midline of the body to the right side. And then drop your right leg. Now we're going to stretch the abductor, your abductor. So using the inner thigh muscle, draw the leg across, stretching the outside of the hip, and release it down. This is a great one for dancers. Exhale, crossing the midline. Really feel that stretch in the hip. Really keep the turn out in the right leg. Turn in the left leg. And again, exhale. If you're feeling this too much in the inner thigh, you can bend that knee slightly if you have to. And release. 3 more. Drive it across, exhale. And release. 2 more, exhale. Again, normal range of motion is a 90-degree angle. And last one, bring it across. Right shoulder into the floor. And let it go. Good work, guys. Switch legs. Around the bottom of the foot, around the outside of that left leg. Right leg is turned in, the left leg is turned out. Drop that right leg diagonally across, hold the lower abs to support your back, and drop the left leg. Use the inner thigh, bring it across, using the right hand. The foot's not flexed, not pointed. It's in a neutral position. And exhale, and release it. Again, exhale, release, and exhale, and release. The alignment of the spine should be straight. Exhale, relaxing the back into the floor. 3 more. Release. 2 more. You should take it a little further each time. You'll feel the release on the outside of the left hip. And last one. And let it go. Good work, guys. All right, let's roll to our side and come up, supporting your lower back. So now we're going to do the quadriceps stretch. Start on our right side. We're going to lay on the floor. Sally, can you do it with the rope? So you're gonna hold the foot with the rope. Like this, okay? And Josh, why don't you take the rope around the back foot? The rest of us are gonna put the back of our hand on the floor and place the right hand into the right foot. Tuck your head in. You're gonna squeeze the glute and the hamstring. Left hand goes on top of the foot. Squeeze your glute, take it back, and let it go. And exhale. You wanna keep that leg parallel to the floor, and release. Squeeze, hold your stomach, and release. If you can't grab the right foot, with your hand, do as Sally's doing and use the rope around your foot. If you're having knee trouble and you can't actually grab the back foot, you can do as Josh is doing and put the rope around the outside of the left ankle to change the angle of that knee. And 4 more. Exhale and release. 3 more. Exhale. You want to keep that leg parallel to the floor. Don't let that knee ride up, all the way down. Last one, and release. Good work, guys. Now let's roll over so they can see this from the back. Left hand, back of the hand is on the floor. Bend the knee to a 90-degree angle. Your head is relaxed in on the shoulder, or you can put a dance bag or towel under your neck. Squeezing the glute, take it back, and let it go. And exhale, and release. Easy. 3, and release. Hold your stomach, and 4. Really squeeze your glute. The more you tighten the glute, the more you're gonna release the front of the hip flexor and in the quad. Contract the glute and the hamstring. Full range of motion, let that leg swing through. And 2 more, exhale. And last one. Take it back, take it back, take it back, and let it go. Okay, good work, guys. All right, let's roll back onto our back. How are we doing, guys, okay? Good. All right, now we're gonna do the internal rotators. So lift that right leg up. You're gonna rotate the knee out and the foot in, and bring it back to center. Right hand assist, left hand over top, and release. Rotate, and release. Easy. 3, and release. And 1 more. Now I want you to lift your head off the mat, hold the stomach, change that left hand underneath your heel, and I want you to drop your thigh to the floor. So you're trying to change the angle. You're squeezing your glute. You'll feel it in the front of the hip, using that right hand. Exhale. And 1 more. Use your stomach. Drop your head back down. Change that left hand over top of the shin. Now I want you to cross the midline. So you're actually gonna have the knee crossed as if you were sitting at a dinner table. From the front, it looks like this. So instead of the knee open, I'm crossing it over. You'll feel it more on the outside of that right hip. And last one. And let it go. And other side. Left leg up. Rotate out and exhale. And release. Exhale. And release. Again, you're actively contracting the muscle to rotate the leg and releasing the opposite side, agonist, antagonist. And last one. And take that right hand underneath the heel, lift up the head, hold the stomach. Drop the thigh to the floor. Squeeze the glute, rotate, and release. Exhale, and release. 2 more. And release, last one. And release, let it go. Head back to the floor. Change the right hand over top again. You want to push more with that left hand than with the right. You don't want to put any pressure on the outside of the knee. The rotation is in the hip, not in the knee. Again, cross the midline here. You'll feel the stretch more on the outside. Last one. And let it go. Good work. Shake out your legs. Good job. Now we're gonna internally rotate. So lift that leg up. Left hand goes on the outside of the right leg and the right underneath. The foot goes out, the knee goes in, and release. And rotate. You're trying to get to a 90-degree angle. Rotate. So you don't want to put your hand on your calf. You don't want to stress out your knee. So both hands are on your thighs. Rotate. This is a great one for dancers because we're always turning out. We have no turn-in. So you should have the same amount of turn-out as you do turn-in. So this stretch better be your best friend. And 2. And 1 more. And let it go. Shake it out. All right, let's switch legs. Lift up the other side. Rotate in and release. Exhale and release. Easy, breathe. Good work, guys. 4. Again, assist only on the end of the stretch. And don't get discouraged with this one. The more you do it, the more it's going to release, as well as all these other stretches, actually. And last one. And let it go. Great. Now we're going to do what they call the butt buster, the glute stretch. So lift that leg up, rotate it out. I want you to take your right knee and drive it across to your left shoulder. Right hand's on the outside of the thigh, the left hand up and over across the shin. Cross it over the body and release. And 2. As you do this, try to feel the right side of the back and hip into the floor. The hip might come up a little bit, but don't worry about it. And release. 1 more. Now you'll feel it even deeper. You can go ahead and extend that left leg, crossing the midline to the right side of the body. Exhale. Are you guys feeling that deeper?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Exhale. Release. 2 more. Exhale. 1 more. Now I want you to resist on the way down. Hold it with the arms. Resist, resist, full range of motion, and let it go. And exhale. Resist it, resist. Last one. Exhale, stretch, resist. Use both hands and let it go. Shake it out. Bend the right leg, lift the left leg. Externally rotate. Drive the left knee to the right shoulder and relax. Each time you want to relax, full range of motion. Exhale. Release. Shoulders are down. Exhale. Now go ahead for a deeper stretch and extend that right leg to the left side of the body. And exhale. Again, you want to put more pressure with the left hand than with the right hand. You don't want to stress the outside of that left knee. Exhale. Now this time you're going to resist. Exhale and resist all the way down with both arms and let it go. Exhale and resist, 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 and release. Exhale and resist. Last time, take it across and let it go. Good work, guys. All right, back to that rope. Now bottom of the foot. We're almost there. Take it around the outside of the right leg. Again, internally rotate that left leg and drop it down on the diagonal. Now drop your right leg down. So here we're doing basically the same stretch. I'm going to bring my right knee diagonally across to the left shoulder. So bring it up with the rotation, across, and release. You're going to feel this all the way from the glute, the hamstring, into the back of the knee. Again, the foot's in a neutral position. No flexing, no pointing. You don't want to put any pressure or tension in the calf. 1 more exhale. Beautiful. Now I want you to resist on the way down. Stretch it. Now you'll feel the contraction. Resist it. Keep rotating it turned out, and let it go. And lift it up, exhale. And working at your own level. Some people are more flexible. Don't get discouraged. I've been doing this for 10 years. 10 years we'll talk. No, I'm kidding. It didn't take that long. However, I'm telling you it works. And stretch, 2, 3, 4, and release. Good work. Let's switch legs. Around the outside of the left leg, rotate that right leg in. There we go. Drop it down on the diagonal. Drop the left leg. Again, using that inner thigh. Bring the left knee now to the right shoulder. And release. I know as dancers, we're used to pointing or flexing the foot. It's kind of strange just to have this like dead thing, but we're isolating the muscle. That's the key of this flexibility work. To isolate. So we're only stretching one muscle at a time. That means we're contracting only the opposite muscle. We're not pointing that foot, or I would be contracting my calf, right? So that's another stretch in the wrong place, and in more than one place. Now all the way up, stretch it and resist on the way down, and resist. So we're working the muscle we just stretched, and all the way up, and resist. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 more all the way up. Resist. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Take it a little further. Keep the turn in that right leg. 4 and 5. Good work, guys. Roll to your right. Use your stomach to come up. How are we doing?
Good.
Yeah, we're getting there?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now we're going to work on the rotators, the medial rotators. Lean back on that left hand. Fix your hair, whatever you need to do. All right, we're going to squeeze the glutes. Hold your stomach. Assist with the right hand and let it go. So squeeze and assist and release. Squeeze, assist, release, and squeeze, assist, and release. Now sit as far forward as you can. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. Squeeze, open the hip, release. And 2, release. Exhaling, 3. 1 more. If you're feeling any pressure on that ankle, you want to take a towel and put it under the ankle. And resist. All the way up, resist. 3, 4, let it go. Squeeze, assist, resist on the way up, full range of motion. Let it go. Squeeze, assist, and resist. Let it go. Last time, squeeze, assist, and let it go. Good. Bend that left leg. Hold your stomach. Roll through the spine. Extend the left, squeezing the glute at another ankle. Assist with the right hand. You're going to keep that left hand on your hip to try to resist that hip from rolling to the right. And release 1 more exhale. Good. Roll over to your left. Contract the abs. Support the lower back and come up. Every morning when you get out of bed, you should roll to your side and use your abs to protect your back. A little tip from me to you. Squeeze your glute. Open the hip and release. Exhale. Shh. And release. Exhale. Release. 1 more. Hold the stomach. And sit all the way up. Same thing. Squeeze, open that hip, and release. And 2, try to keep the shoulders down. And 3. So even as I'm using that hand to push down, I'm still squeezing the glute. I want you now to resist on the way up. Resist. 2, 3, 4, let it go. Full range of motion. Assist, resist. 2, 3, 4, let it go. Release. Squeeze, assist, resist, and last one, squeeze and assist, and let it go. Good work, guys. Bend your knee, roll through your back, and extend the right leg. Assist with the left hand, opening that left hip, and let it go. Squeeze, exhale, really tightening that glute first. That's what's rotating that hip open. And last one, and let it go. Good. Roll to your side, and let's come up. Now let's go 2 at a time. Go in pairs to the wall, and we'll work on the piriformis. You're going to take the rope around the inside leg. Now the leg that's on the wall is turned in, and you're going to push it up against the wall and straighten it. So it's completely rotated in. I want you to take the arms and wrap them around each other. Shoulders are down. Now let go of the rope and grab the rope as high as you can with straight arm. As you exhale, you're going to look towards your partner and stretch it. You'll feel this on the outside of the hip, the piriformis, bring it all the way up and slide it through the hand and relax. So lift it up, change your hand. Exhale, 2. Bring it all the way up and let it go. Now if you're feeling this on the inner thigh, you might want to change the angle to 45 degrees instead of 90 degrees. Really keep the turn in on the outside leg. If you're still feeling it on the inner thigh, you might want to rotate the leg out slightly and bring it across. And again. And 4 more, all the way up. Exhale, shoulders down. And change the hand each time, shoulders down. Take it across. Bring it as close to the floor as you can, keeping the turn in the supporting leg. And exhale, 2. And release. And last one on this side, guys, all the way up. Exhale, take it side, look towards your partner, take it a little further, and release. Hold your stomach to roll up, and switch pads with your partner. Little choreography time. Let's do the other leg. So the inside leg has the rope around it. Always even out the end of the rope. Turn in the leg on the outside and push it up against the wall. And wrap arms with your partner. You're going to grab all the way up high on the rope. Exhale, working together. Look towards your partner. Relax the shoulders, bring it up, and release it. And lift it all the way up. Exhale. So I'm using my partner to resist so I don't roll to the left on my side. And again, all the way up. Exhale. You guys feeling this?
Oh, yeah.
Good one. And again, all the way up. Exhale. This is always a good stretch if you want to talk to your partner. You can get a friend out of this exercise. It's all good. It's gossip time of our class. And 3 more. Exhale. Again, you want to really feel this on the outside in the piriformis. And release. 2 more, all the way up. Turn in that leg. Exhale. The leg against the wall is turned in. You're using the wall to hold that leg turned in. And 1 more, last one. Exhale, go for the stretch. Bring it all the way up and let it go. All right, let's go back to our mats and let's make a slip knot. So now we have our slip knot. We're going to stretch out the psoas. You've got your slip knot? All right, we're going to go to a lunge position. I want you to take the loop and put it around the back of your ankle. Okay? Got it?
Got it.
You're going to squeeze your glute. The important thing here is to tighten the glute. Hold your stomach. As you exhale, you're going to lunge, squeeze the hamstring, get an extra stretch, and release. So you want to extend that right leg far enough in front of you so when you go forward, the heel doesn't come off the floor. Squeeze the glute, take it forward, and release. Squeeze it, take it forward, hold the stomach, and release. Squeeze the butt, hold the stomach 4, and release. Good one, eh? Squeeze, take it forward 5, and release. Squeeze, left, you're contracting the hamstring and the buttocks. 2 more squeeze. And release, really support the abs. Last one, exhale. And let it go. Switch legs. Step out of it. And to the other side. You like this little loop, eh? That's good. It's a new thing I learned today. Squeezing the glute on the left side, contracting the hamstring as you lift that heel. and let it go. You'll feel it right in the front. Squeeze, exhale, and release. And squeeze, exhale, and release. Squeeze, exhale. You're going deeper each time. If you're feeling this too much on the top of your knee, you might want to take a towel and put it underneath the knee for more cushioning. Also, if you have knee trouble, you might not want to do this exercise. There is a little pressure there. 2 more. Squeeze. Hold the stomach. Last one, take it a little deeper. And let it go. Good work. All right. That's from all those battements we do as dancers. You really want to stretch that out. All right, let's go into the back, guys. So I want you to sit with your feet on the outside of the blue mat. You're sitting up straight. You're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, I want you to drop your chin first, round the back. You're trying to kiss your belly button, go through the legs, top of the head to the floor, and up. So you want to put on the outside of the ankles. Put your hands on the outside, pull yourself down, and bring it up. So the stomach is what is contracting. The stomach is bringing you down to release the muscles in the back, and bring it up. And exhale, up, exhale. If you're feeling this in the hamstrings, you should bring the heels closer to the glutes in order to stabilize the hips and only stretch out back. 2 more. Up. Last one, exhale. And up. Good work, guys. We're gonna do the rotator. So sit up straight and drop your shoulders. Parallel the legs as much as you can. Rotate, push off with the left hand off the right leg, and release. And 2, try to keep the shoulders down. I want you to lead with your eyes. So bring the eyes around, chin around, shoulder, elbow, and exhale. You're trying to get that right elbow to the upstage left diagonal of the room. Keep rotating. And 2 more. Lift the stomach, 1 more. And let it go, other side. Easy at first. Release. 2 seconds. Release. Exhale, 3. Release. And 4. Bring that left elbow around. 5. Sometimes again here you'll get an adjustment in your back. You won't need to go to the chiropractor. Natural chiropractic work. Last one. Now go ahead and extend that left leg. We're going to do the same rotation, but we're going to do a lateral contraction all the way down using the obliques. Bring it up and release. So spiral to the side. Try to get your left shoulder on the floor. Draw a line on the ceiling with your right elbow and release. Spiral, exhale, and up, and let it go. And spiral, take it a little further. So try not to go down with a flat back. Again, you're thinking of bringing your shoulder to your belly button, rounding the back. You'll really feel the stretch on your side. 2 more, spiral, relax the next side. And last one, spiral, and bring it down, bring it down, bring it down, and up, and other side. Take it around, bring it forward. You're extending the right leg here. Release, straighten that right leg. Spiral, take it forward. Good, Josh. And release, spiral. Lift that elbow up, and release. And side, pull it down. So again, it's the obliques that are working. That's what's contracting to stretch the opposite side, the rotator. And 2 more, side. And last one, exhale, take a deep stretch. Good. Let's go back, round the spine here again. Here you should feel it much looser. Yeah? You guys going deeper now? It's an amazing stretch and so simple. 3, and last one, take it forward. Good work. All right, let's do the feet. I want you to flex that right foot and stretch. Release. 2, release. 3. So the hands are on the ball of the foot, not on the toes. Again, stretch. And 2, and 3. It's for your calf. And 4. The right hand on the knee, rotate in. And switch hands out. You should feel the muscle all the way up into the knee, right where it connects. And rotate in, release it to the floor and out. One more in and out. Good. And flex. Before any dance class you take, you guys should be doing these stretches, these warm-ups for your feet. Actually, you should be doing the entire series before you ever take a dance class. I have it down now so I can do it in about 20 minutes. Rotate in and out and in and out. Again, in. Having fun yet?
Yeah, love it.
And in. Loving it. All right, good work. Bring your heel all the way to the glute as much as you can. This is now more for your Achilles. Flex up. You might not feel this as much, but don't worry, you're pumping that blood and oxygen into the area. Getting the fluids moving. Up, up, flex, contracting in the front, assisting with the hands, and up. Now other side. Hold the stomach, try to sit up straight. Flex, and 2. Easy 3, and 4. Stomach is in, 5, and 6, and 7, and one more, 8. Good. All right, the third and final stretch for your calf. You got that rope already looped up? Put it around the ball of your foot. If not, like Sally's doing, double the rope and put it around the ball of your foot. Not around the arch, but around the ball of your foot. I want you to sit up straight, tighten the quad. Now I'm hyperextended, so my heel comes off the floor. If you're not, your heel's not going to come off the floor. That's not important. What's important is that the leg is tight. I want you to flex and stretch and release. Flex and stretch and release. Flex and stretch with a flat back and stretch. Good. Now I want you to walk yourself forward. Walk it forward. Now most dancers can reach their foot. If not, keep a hold of the rope, like Josh is going to show you. Drop your head. Josh is over there. And flex. Drop your head at the bottom, wherever the bottom is for you, and flex and point. And flex and point. If that left leg is too hard to keep straight, you can also do it with a bent leg. And point, and flex, and point. Now stay down there. Rotate in, release, and out. Tightening the quad. You'll feel the stretch on the outside when you rotate in, and the inside when you rotate out. Again. Release, in, and out, and roll up. Shake out that leg. Let's take the left. Come on, guys, we're doing it. Tighten the quad, flex, stretch, release. Now you don't want to pull back, pull the heel off the floor, but think of bringing your toes towards your shin. You're trying to pull it down. You really feel that stretch in the calf. Now walk it forward with the flat back. Grab onto your foot. Go ahead and do so if you can hold the foot. Drop your head, exhale, stretch, release. You're gonna really feel this in the belly of the calf and behind the knee. And release. Exhale, release. Make sure you pull evenly on both sides of the foot, on the outside as well as the inside. Now rotate in to stretch the outside, rotate out to stretch the inside. Again. Exhale, and out. And in, and out. 2 more, in, and out. Last one, guys, in, and out. All right, shake it out. All righty. Right hand underneath the leg. Left hand is flat to the mirror. Thumb goes underneath, fingers on top. Point and stretch down. Don't sickle. 7, 6, and 5, and 4. You're really stretching the top of that arch. 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to sickle the foot and stretch it towards you. 7 and 6. This feels really good. 5 and 4. So even though we don't want to land in a jump in this position, we still need to have the flexibility in the joint and the stability in the joint because the foot moves in that position. So you still need to strengthen it and stretch it in a sickled and beveled position. And 1. Let's switch legs. Left hand under. Flatten the hand, thumb underneath, fingers on top. And 8, 7. Point down 6, and 5. Toe ball heel. 3, 2, and 1. And now sickle it. Stretch it towards you. And 7, and 6. Easy 5. Shoulders down. 4. Really feel that stretch on the outside. And 2, and 1. And now point it down. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Put your fingers right under the toes. You're going to squeeze as if you were a bird squeezing a branch. You're going to strengthen and stretch the toes and the toe webbing. Squeeze as hard as you can with all 5 toes. 6, 7, and 8. Put your thumbs on top, fingers on the bottom. Stretch down. This feels really good. You should be very friendly with your toes. 4, whenever you have time to waste, watching television, play with your toes. 3, 2, and 1. It's so true. All the trigger points to reflexology, to all your internal organs, are actually in your feet. The more you play with the toes, the healthier you are. I'm serious, you don't believe me? And squeeze 8 and 7 and 6. Now if you find that the first and second toe are crossing, go ahead and put your thumb in there to fix that alignment so you don't get bunions. 3 and 2 and 1. Thumbs on top. 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3, 2, 1, stretch it up. 8, spread your toes, space between each toe. 5, 4, make sure you wash your hands before you eat dinner. 3, 2, and 1. And now let's sit back on our hands as if you're going to pick something up. This is an exercise for strengthening. Now pick something very heavy up and put it down. All 5 toes, make a bridge under your foot. Lift, release, stomach in, release, shoulders down, release. Now pick it up, put it out, bring it in, out, in. 2, 3. Now not moving the knees at all. You start to actually feel this burn. Don't worry, it's good for you. Reverse. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's take it faster. 8 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Parallel those feet. 8, 7. Look at the alignment. This is how, if you know the alignment of your feet in a position, when you come out of a jump, it's going to be natural, right? So you're working and isolating. Check out your alignment. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 8, 7. I know it's burning. Too bad. It's good for you. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Hit the outside of your legs. Inside. All right, one last exercise I want to do. I don't know if you can see me, but follow this. This is for bunions. You're going to put your 4 fingers on the 4 toes. The thumb is right on the outside of my big toe. I want the toe to go to the left. Stretch it, relax it. Left, stretch, relax. Left, stretch, relax. Left, stretch, relax. Left, stretch. Can you see this? Stretch, relax. Left, stretch, relax. Left. A lot of dancers from wearing point shoes, like Sally Mae, you can see her foot. She has a bunion right where it starts rotating in. That's why people start having surgery. So you really want the alignment and the natural alignment straight. So it's a great exercise. You can actually feel the muscle right underneath the big toe when you move it to the side. So let's do 8 on the right and take it side. Stretch, release, side. Stretch, release, side. Stretch. So even if it's not moving on its own, think about it. It'll start working on its own. 2 and 1. Switch to the other side. Fingers on the outside, take it side. Stretch, release, side. Stretch, 3 And 4, I know this stuff seems crazy, but it's so good for you. 3, 2, 1 more. And all right, let's stand up. Good work, guys. All right, now we're gonna work on the upper back and shoulders. So plie, inhale. As you exhale, open your chest as if you're leaning on a big beach ball and release. Exhale and release. You guys hold your stomach, exhale and release. Taking the angle a little further and release. Opening up that chest, straight up. And last one, and exhale. And let it go. Now we're gonna take it back and release. And 2. Shoulders down, and 3. Try to bring the arms up and close together. Think of bringing your shoulder blades together. Exhale. And both arms go up the same distance. Exhale. 1 more. Exhale. Bring the right one across, stretching the back of the shoulders. Release. And 2. Try to keep the shoulder down. And 3. Good. Release. Easy. 4. Release. Exhale. And 2. And 3. Straight elbow. And 4. Switch to the left. Easy. 1. Release. 2. Parallel the feet. Support the stomach. 4 more. Exhale. And 2. And 3, and 4. Now take that right arm and slide it right up the body. Stretch, release. Stretching the trapezius and the rotator cuff. 3, release. 4, 4 more. Exhale. 2-second hold. And 3, good work. And 4. And switch. Take it over left. So you really want to slide the hand up your body. So don't worry about touching yourself. Right up your body. You want to keep it close to the body. And exhale. 4. And 3. And 2. 1 more. And 1. Good. Take both arms up. Take it back and release. 2. And release. Elbows stay forward, the hands back. 4. Hold your stomach, shoulders down, releasing the front of the shoulder, keeping your elbows lifted. The arms from the elbow to the shoulders parallel to the floor. Now reverse it. And back. And 2. And 3. So you should look like a hanger. And 4. Lift the chin, hold the stomach. And 5. And rotate. 6. It's good for you. 7. And 8. Good, guys. Right arm back. Release. And 2. Hold your stomach. Release. Exhale. You want to swing that left hand just for balance. And 4. Now change the palm facing front. Swing the left arm through. And 2. And try to take it behind you. And 3. Straight elbow. 4. Now you're going to take the palm and face it out. And release. And out. And release. Easy. 3. Beautiful, Naomi. And 1 more. 4. And reverse. Take it back. Release. And 2. Exhale. 3. Don't stop breathing now. 4. Palm faces front. 1. Release. We're almost there. 2. Open up the front of the shoulder. 3. 4. Now palm faces out, straight elbow. And try to take it behind the head. And 3. Good. And 4. Now let's do bicep curls. Contracting, stretching the tricep. And 2. Release, contracting the bicep to stretch the tricep. 4. Don't arch the back. Easy. Take it further each time. And 2. 1 more. And 1. And switch left side. Exhale. And 2. Easy. 3. And 4. 4 more. You're going straight back, not side back. Contract that bicep. Stretch out the tricep. 3 and 4. And take the right arm side behind your head. Good job, guys. 2, straight over, straight elbow. 3 and 4. Again. 1 and 2 and 3. Last one. And 4. Good. Other side. And across. Release. And 2. Release. And 3. And 4. Good job. 4 more. Release it. Stomach in. Release it. 2. Release. And 1. Good. Let it go. Drop the head. Stretch it. And 2. Release. And 3. Release. And 4. Again. Release. And 2. Think of dropping water out of your right ear onto the right shoulder. And switch. 1. And relax. Relax. 3. And 4. And 4 more. Release. Easy. So you want to try to keep that right shoulder down. Release. And 4. Now look to the left. Drop water out of the right ear in front of the right shoulder. Release it. 2, don't rush. You should feel this behind the neck on the left side, all the way into the trapezius. And 4. 4 more. Exhale. And 2. And 3. 1 more. And 4. And other side. 1. Release. 2. 3. So you want to keep your shoulders down. And 4. Good. Now back on that same diagonal. You're going to feel this into the collarbone on the left side. 3. Easy. Hold your stomach. 4 more. Relax the jaw. 3 and 4. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 1. Don't rush it. 2, 3, and 4. Now this next one, you're going to pull the chin back and then take it back, stretch, and release. Chin back, take it back, and release. Pull the chin back and release. Pull it back. Release. 4 more. Chin in, up, back, release. 3 more. Chin in, assist, only on the end. 2 more. 1 more. Exhale, hold your stomach. Now we're going to drop the head forward, assist slightly. 2. Release. 3, slight plie. Feel this all the way into your upper back, middle back, and even sometimes into your lower back if you're tight. 4 more. And tuck the chin first. And 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Now we're going to look to the right. Assist with the left hand. And release. And 3. The right hand is only guiding, it's not pushing. Other side. 1. Release. 2. 3. 4, 5. Let's catch up, do 3 more on the right. And 2, 3, and 3 on the left. And 2, and 3. And easy. Relax the heads, half circles. Relax the shoulders. Good. Now half circle back, lift and release. Lift and release. Lift. Last one, lift and roll down. Plie. Stretch, roll up. Lift up, exhale, plie. Roll up. Exhale, drop the chin, plie. Last one up. And last one, lead with the chin. And up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good job, good stuff. Work hard. Come to New York, take my class live at Broadway Dance Center. Thank you.